Hello, everyone. We are live on Kickstarter. Ezra.
Oh no, we're live!
Yes.
We're live right now! Ah! Have you guys check out these numbers? Look at that! $50,000! That's a lot of dollars! Oh my god! I'm, by the way, the voice in the video. I've smoked quite a lot since the first campaign, but I'm in all the campaigns! I'm walking with the bag. This is the bag. This is Jay. Look how good it looks.
Good. Thanks, Ezra. I think we're gonna do an in-depth dive of Jay. I'm gonna go to a quieter spot so we can do it with you guys. And if you have any questions, just type them in.
Type your questions. We'll answer questions. We have the bag right here. We're ready to answer questions.
Right. Okay, guys. Just let me know if you can hear me. Can anyone hear me? If you can hear us, say yes. Excellent, thank you. Okay, so just explaining a little bit about the backpack. Let's start with its looks. It looks a lot like Joey, right? Yep, and this is Kodra, and this one is in leather. And we have the fidlock here, and it clicks. Did you hear it click? Can you click yours?
I'm gonna click mine.
Yeah, it clicked. Right. Okay. Some of the cool.
Let's go to a better.
Okay, let's go to a better lighting. Here's the pizza. Look at that. Look at that pizza. Alright, okay, yours. How's it now? Better lighting? Yeah, okay. So, in the front, we have the fidlock open. Just release, and it clicks. Full top access. That means that you just open the top and you have full access to Jay. But when it's closed, it's completely water repellent. So you can walk an hour in the rain, no problem. After the campaign, if you really want, you can buy a rain cover as well, but it's not necessary for most situations. If you live in a tsunami-prone area, maybe. Let's move over to the side. On the right side, you have still too dark. Saying it's still too dark. Where do we move?
We gotta go to a better place. I don't know. Oh wait, this lighting is better. How's this lighting? Look at this lighting.
Maybe over there. No,
What do you see about this lighting? Look at this. Oh,
let's go there. Okay, guys. Final attempt at better lighting. I think now we have the best lighting, right?
Everyone's getting drunk here, so like, there's a lot of noise and craziness. We don't have that many options.
Right. Guys, moving on to the side. As you can see, we have this snap zip. This snap. You just unsnap and unzip. And you have a full side access. Zip up, snap in place, and that's it. Now, once we're in, we have the organizer. What do you think? Is this good? Ezra's moving the computer all the time. The organizer. Now, when you look at the organizer, you have a padded laptop compartment, tablet compartment, mesh zipper, and down the bottom tech pockets as well. Moving over to the other side, you have an enormous side zip. I use it to put my tablet in, a notebook, keys, wallet, phone, whatever. Everything fits in here. Thanks. Everything fits in, and it's super accessible when it's on your back as well. I'd love to show it to you, but I can't really with these conditions. But you can head over to the campaign page and check it out and see how it works as well. Maybe the most important feature on this backpack is actually the suspension system. So we use the same suspension system as we did on Joey, and one of the coolest features is that it has a continuous shoulder straps. So that means you have a perfect distribution of weight from your shoulders all the way down to your upper back. And then, of course, you have the hip pad as well that sits on your lower back really well. And because of the shape, there we go. You can see it on Ezra. Yeah, because of the shape of the bag, the sort of banana shape, it directs all the weight down towards your hips. And let's not forget the hidden hip straps. 1, 2. Why don't you put that on for us? Your ear. Does it zip on both sides? Well, like we said, on one side, you have the easy access pocket with room for a tablet, phone, Kindle, whatever. On the other side, you have a full zipper that goes all the way down and actually opens up the whole side of the backpack. Right? Super easy to use as well. Let's have some more questions, guys. Do you have any other questions you want answered about the bag? Anything that you want to know especially? If you don't, let's explain about an extra feature.
I'll just tell you guys, my favorite thing about the backpack is this mesh pocket right here on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see it. This mesh pocket that you can access with your hand all the time when it's on your back. And I always just put my phone or my wallet in there. It's like incredibly easy access. And you can just pull it out very, very easily. And it's perfect. And we're drinking more beer. So, l'chaim.
Jeremy, do you still have the hidden pocket at the bottom of the back for passports? Jeremy, check it out, man. Of course we do. It's still here. You can't actually see me open it, but you know it because you have a Joey. But basically, that's it. I hope you hear it. It's basically a hidden pocket, so nobody actually knows it's there. The zipper is YKK water repellent, so you don't have to worry about water getting in there either. And if you put your passport inside or notes or whatever, they will stay safe. Leroy's asking, do you have a rain cover like the Joey? Well, Leroy, in order to reduce costs, but also because everything about Jay is basically water repellent, we don't really need a rain cover for this product. In any case, just to keep you feeling safe, we will have a rain cover as an optional extra for a really reduced price after the campaign in your survey options. But you really don't need it unless you live in a really, really rain-heavy area. Removing the rain cover made us think about the things we need to do in order to keep it actually water repellent. So what we did is, number one, all the zippers on Jay are actually YKK water repellent zippers. The threads we use are treated for water repellency, and the material is also treated for water repellency. This is the Codra J, so it's water repellent. It has the water repellent treatment. If you go onto our campaign page and see the video, you will see water actually running off it. That's what happens when it rains or whatever. The leather is naturally water resistant, so it actually doesn't need the treatment. So, do you also still have a zipper at the top next to the handle? Jeremy, perfect question. Ezra will show you.
Oh yeah! Zipper at the top, next to the handle. Oh yeah!
Perfect. We also have, Jeremy, I'm guessing this will be your next question. We also have a mesh zipper at the top as well. For me, it's perfect to use as a place to put my toothbrush, toothpaste, pills, whatever. Jeremy, I wish I can read your mind further, but if you have any other questions to sort of direct us further along the journey, you're welcome to ask. I think we sort of showed most of the things on the backpack. I will tell you some details that are hidden from view and things that we did that you won't actually, maybe you won't actually notice, but it's sort of small improvements in this bag as well. Number one, the shoulder straps, apart from being a continuous piece like Joey, we added an extra polypropylene piece on the top part, on this part of the shoulder strap. Now, that gives us actually extra support because it gives a certain rigidity to the shoulder strap that you wouldn't have otherwise. Below it, you have the soft EVA foam with basically 3 layers of breathability and softness, so that gives you that as well. But on the top, you have a tougher layer of polypropylene, which distributes the weight more evenly across your shoulders. Yeah.
So PBAG asked, it's like the Joey but reduced to an everyday size. Well, in part, but not completely. This is a whole new bag. It has a whole different interior. It's got all this room for all of your stuff. It's got the divider and the organizer that they had in the other bags of Leo. So it brings more features. It's in the style of Joey, but it's definitely a whole new bag. This is like brand new features and brand new setup that we haven't seen before. I like it also. It's like the simplified version of Joey, but also the more sophisticated version of Joey. Go ponder that paradox.
But basically, yes, it is slightly smaller. Joey's main compartment was 25 liters, and it extended an extra 15 liters with the extension. Jay's does not extend an extra 15 liters, and in the main compartment, it's 18 liters. But however, we did make some changes. Number one,
oh, but one other thing about the size is that the back frame, the Joey was like a one-size-fits-all, and so was this, but this back frame is actually a little smaller. So some people who found the frame on Joey that was a little too big for them, didn't fit their back comfortably, will find this one much more comfortable.
Exactly.
So the size of the frame itself, of the back, how it fits into your back is a little different.
Exactly. Basically 3 other main differences between Joey and Jay. Number one, we worked on the main compartment so that this whole area, the bottom side, is extended further out. So we distributed the space inside in a different way than Joey. It's more suited for everyday carry. It's more suited for carrying books if you're going to school, if you're going to work and having some stuff in, a lunch box or a sweater or some extra notes or whatever. It's more suited for that. The second thing we did, because we know this is going to be an everyday carry backpack, is do a completely revised organizer. I'll try showing it to you by actually turning the bag inside out. That's what we did for the shooting as well.
Should we already answer that question? We don't have the rain cover that the Joey had. It doesn't come built in, but it will be sold separately. Although this bag is waterproof.
Water repellent.
Water repellent.
Yeah, so actually you can walk an hour in the rain, no problem. We tested that as well. And further on in the campaign, we'll actually make another live video where we put it underwater. Well, not underwater, but under a water stream, and show you that nothing actually gets wet inside. So we'll do that as well, no worries. Now just showing you the organizer. So again, from the side, we have a padded laptop compartment. This little strap holds it in place if you need it, even though you probably won't. It's important to notice that from the back, it's actually protected by a 3-layer suspension system with EVA foam and polypropylene, so no worries there. From the front, it's protected also by a 3-layer piece. It has EVA foam inside, a polypropylene board in the middle, and EVA foam in the front as well. The organizer itself has a book or a tablet compartment. You can actually fit 2 in there, no problems. It has a mesh zipper pocket. It's elastic as well, so you can fit tons of stuff here. Places for pens, and down here you have mesh pockets divided, one smaller, one bigger. So basically, you have tons of options here with the organizer. Those are the 3 main things that are different from the Joey backpack: the size, the distribution of space, and the organizer. Is the waterproof cover done? Jonathan, put it in, because it's almost done. Okay, question. Is the waterproof cover from the bottom still around? Yeah, we just answered that again. We don't offer it with Jay because Jay is actually water repellent. So you can walk like an hour in the rain, no problem, and it'll hold. But at the end of the campaign, if you want that extra security, we'll sell rain covers at a reduced price. You probably won't need it unless you're in a really rain-heavy environment, but you will have that option as well. Guys, any other questions? So, Jeremy, how is the Koala different from the material used for Joey? That's a great question.
Very different.
Yeah, it is very different. Yeah, Ezra, why don't you tell us a little bit about the feel of it?
It feels like corduroy, and it also looks different. It's like it's textured in a way. It's really hard to see on the camera. Definitely more urban. It's more textured than the kind of sleek, smooth look of the Joey. So again, really hard to see here.
Close up the camera. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you can see it a little bit. It's like looks like it's pixelated almost, but it's a much more textured fabric. Looks more urban. I would say looks a little bit less, maybe a little more informal. I would say maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a nicer look. I like it better actually. It's like a cloth fabric-y thing instead of looking like a fake leather. That maybe the Joey looked like a little bit like a fake leather. You're the one that wasn't. This is nice.
Yeah. Actually, 2 things about the material. Number 1, we specifically chose Koala because Koala, apart from being super tough and super durable, also gives sort of the urban look and a little bit of a nicer look. More suited for like everyday carry, less for like travel and hardcore stuff. Number 2, Koala, the material, actually reacts really well with water repellent treatment. It's one of the best materials to use when you treat it for water repellency. So it means that the performance as far as water repellency will be really good. Does it resemble gin?
That means
Yeah, I don't really understand the question, but it has no resemblance.
gin was a wallet, right?
Yes.
This is a backpack.
Yeah, that's number 1. It doesn't resemble gin in any way, except for the fact the material's texture. No, completely different. The Koala is completely different. It has no connection to the microfiber that we used in gin. And the leather for the black leather edition backpack is also extremely different. First of all, it's sourced from a different place. And second of all, it's when you feel it, you'll see it's much thicker. The quality is really high. We sourced only top grain leather from cowhide. So
it looks and kind of feels like denim in a little bit.
That's the Koala, but he's asking about the leather.
About the leather. Here's a leather.
Yeah, show it.
Leather's sleek as fuck. I mean, look at that. It's very shiny, very sleek. For someone who's into leather, this is definitely leather. This.
Yeah, let's try showing it close up. Right. So it's really thick actually. If I try showing sort of a cross section, maybe I can do that. Right.
Let's put them next to each other so they can kind of maybe see the differences.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see this is kind of more glossy. This is more matte, but also like the fabric feels like fabric. It feels like denim a little bit. It's more textured. This is very, very sleek, very leather, very stylized, I would say.
Yeah.
And this is definitely more rugged, the Quotra.
Something important to say about the leather as well. Maybe this is like sort of an inside detail about our company. Actually, the designer has a background in fashion designer, Efrat. Fashion design. So she comes from a world where leather is used in really interesting ways, and that's what she tried doing with the J leather as well. The black leather edition is like a super premium edition. It's for people who really enjoy the feel of leather and what leather gives them. So if you like that thing, you should definitely go for it. Leroy asks, is there any form of shelf life for the water repellent treatment? Like, how long can it last? Okay, that's a really great question. When you treat a fabric with the water repellent treatment, it's basically on a molecular level. So it's a process that uses some chemical reactions with safe solutions that have been basically developed over years. Once it binds with the molecules of the fabric, it's basically there for life. So it's not an exterior layer that washes off over time or peels off or something like that. It binds on a molecular level with the other material and lasts as long as the material lasts, basically. So if you don't have any rips or holes in the material, it shouldn't be a problem. Sure. Guys, any other question? Yeah, I see we have 87 people in the chat. I feel like we answered a lot of questions. Oh, there are another couple of things I want to show you in the meantime. Number one, hardware. So in our campaign page, you'll see that we speak a lot about hardware we use. And it was really important for us for this product to use basically the best hardware we can find. So we partnered up with some of the big names in the hardware arena. Fidlock, Nifco, Duraflex, and Fidlock are the guys who make this cool magnetic snap fastener here. It's really cool. We love it for a few reasons. Number one, it's super, super, super durable. Behind this, we actually have, you can see the outline, we actually have a semi-bendable polypropylene frame underneath it, together with the screw function and the magnetic lock. It's super, super strong. So once it's closed, if you don't use the specific action you need in order to open it, it's not opening. It's not opening, and you can pull it really, really hard. You can actually put it through some difficult moves, and it will still hang. When you do open it, though, it's super easy. You just go down like that, and it's open. And when you want to close it, you just release the top lid, and it closes. Lior asks, can you demonstrate filling it with everyday objects so we can have a better feeling about its size? That's a really good question. Let's get some stuff. Ezra is off getting some stuff so we can fill Jay with everyday stuff. We'll put in a laptop, probably some notes, I don't know, whatever. He's bringing his everyday backpack. Edith, sure, we're on it. Here it is. Yeah. So while Ezra is taking his stuff out of his backpack, I'll just finish saying what I was saying about the hardware. So the Fidlock is here in the front, what I just explained to you. On the strap, we have the Nifco strap that locks into these railings here. It's a really cool feature. We like it. And for the bottom, we actually didn't find any hardware that did the job the way we wanted to. So
let's fill it up.
Yeah, let's fill it up. Just a second. So we went ahead and created our own custom hardware for the bottom. So it also looks really cool with our logo, Koala-Gear, but it also works really well. and it's basically unbreakable. But yeah, let's fill it up. Let's see what we have here. So I'm opening the side up. Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, put in that computer. So let's show.
Yeah, first the computer. So that's it basically.
We just got the $20,000! Woo!
Guys, we just reached our goal. Thank you very much. Just want to keep on showing you. So the laptop is in. That's it. Remember, it's protected from both sides. Tablet's going in as well. It's actually, I don't know, is this your tablet? It's an enormous tablet. But
this is a pen. This is a pen going in the pocket. This is another pen going in the pocket. Look at that.
Let's have a book. This is, yeah, a big book. Right. That's it.
Gotta put in your Tupperware.
Yeah, so you're going to work. You have your meal with you. It's a bit dirty. Fine. It's in. Jacket.
Let's close up the side and just keep filling it.
Yeah. Some
Change
more
of clothes?
Yeah, change of clothes.
Easy.
I'll put it in. Number one. Number two. Yeah. Now we can also let's go butter. Say this was a bottle or a jar you need to carry to your mom's house or something like that. So check it out. This is exactly what the mesh pockets are for. Exactly. So I'm just slipping it in there like this. From the bottom, mind you, you can do this with the bag on your back as well. Actually, why don't we show them? I'll show it to you with the bottle as well. But I'm just slipping it in the bottom, and that's it. It's in, right? Yeah, let's show you this.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
I know where my stuff disappeared.
On my back, watch this. Jay is on my back. I have a bottle, right? And I just stick it inside, and it's in. Right? That's it. And it's in there. Now, a really important feature about the mesh pockets as well. They're really strong elastic. They're even better than the ones on Joey, so no worries there. I just put a bottle in here, and you might think it's a bit dangerous because you have the bottom opening as well as the top opening. But if I really shake it around, even though you can see the bottle, if I really shake it, it's not going anywhere because the elastic is really good.
Another thing is we filled it up, as you guys saw, like pretty full. There's a coat in here, a change of clothes, laptop, tablet, a box of food, but there's still a lot of room in the top pocket, in the head pouch, the zipper right by the handle, right, which opens like this. There's still a lot of room here to put a lot of other things. This whole pouch still has room in it. We can fill it with so many other things, and also we have the pockets inside in here, up top, that still fill up. People are asking more things.
I want to show them something else.
Yes.
We'll answer these other questions, but first I want to show you something else that you didn't notice yet. So we fill the bag up completely. We have a lunchbox, we have a jacket, we have a pair of pants, we have underwear, change of clothes, we have a laptop, we have a tablet, we have pens. But one thing that we didn't use that yet is the side pocket, the huge side pocket that we have. So just showing it to you. There it is. This zipper goes all the way from here to the top. You can open it with the bag on your back as well. And it basically opens a huge side pocket that's like a pants pocket. Look how big it is. Now, I can put a book in here. I can put my Kindle in here. I can put my notebook in here, anything. Right now, I have a wallet. That goes in easy, no problem. And one other thing you need to notice here is that we have an elastic key holder. So no worries, put your keys on it, shove them inside, close it up, and you still have tons of space. But you have to understand that apart from this, you have the mesh pockets on both sides. You have the top lid zipper. You have the inner top lid zipper. Okay, let's get to other questions. Kirill Krechetnikov asks, is the suspension system exactly the same as Joey has? Okay, in general, yes, exactly the same, except we did tweak it just a little bit, and those tweaks are coming to our new line of Joeys as well. So it still has the same 3-point suspension system, soft EVA foam on the part that touches your shoulders and back, an inner layer and an outer layer that here is also polypropylene to distribute the weight more evenly. One-piece shoulder straps, so you have no seam here. That also distributes the weight more evenly. The hip pad, the same sort of banana shape that directs all the way down towards your hips, and also the same hidden straps. So we have hidden hip straps that you can use and then put back inside as well. And we also have a hidden sternum strap. So basically the same. Let's see, Kirill, more questions, just a second. It's perfectly just one small exception. Fastening straps tend to relax by themselves when I get my Joey off and on again. Yes, we know this problem, and that's one of the tweaks we did to this bag as well as to the next Joeys. For Jay, instead of using the plastic hardware that we used for the straps, we actually created custom hardware of our own to do exactly what we want to do with it. So basically, you don't have to worry about it being released or anything because this works well. It's also super durable, so it'll never really break. It's not plastic, it's cast aluminum, so no problem. Have to adjust them often, could be improved. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Jeremy says, the chest strap can be folded away. Is its pocket made of the same material as the one on Joey? This is a really good question. Can you see the other bag? So, the cool thing about the sternum strap this time around is that it has a ton of features. Instead of using the same one we used on Joey, we tweaked it a little bit as well. So, this is the sternum strap. You can fold it and tuck it into the pocket here, like Joey, and just not have it. But unlike Joey, we used 2 railings this time, so you can hook the other side onto the railing as well, like this, and just have it like that, so no problem. Now, even cooler than that, if you don't need the sternum strap or it's bothering you or you don't want to tuck it inside the pocket, you can take it off completely. So, number 1, number 2, that's the sternum strap. Tuck it away inside the bag or leave it at home or use it whenever you want it. It doesn't matter. Now, another important thing is once it is on the rail, because we use this really cool hardware from NIFCO that we partnered up with our factories, once it's on the railing, it's super, super, super tough. I mean, I can really, really pull it hard and nothing will happen. But if you want to take it off, you just use this little tab and it's off. That's it. So we really like the usability of these sternum straps, and we tweak them on this backpack to be really easy to use as well. Kirill, actually the problematic buckles seem to be different now. Yeah, thanks Kirill. Okay, question from Ruslan. Looks great. Wish I could try it on for a couple of minutes. Any chance in Israel? Actually, you do. We do have a point you can come to and try it on. Please send us a message or an email on info@koala-gear.com, and we'll get back to you really quick. And we'll set a time for you to meet us and use it. Definitely, no problem. Jeremy, yes, that's exactly what I hoped. It was the only thing that annoyed me. Joey, great that you can take up the sternum strap. Excellent. So, important for me to say actually that a lot of the things you guys have been telling us over the last 3 years with Joey have actually been used on this bag or taken into account when doing this bag. This is the same thing we're saying in the campaign video as well. But your feedback is super important to us, and we actually want to build our products based on your feedback and with your feedback. So some of the features on this bag would have never came into the world if we wouldn't have gotten real quality feedback from you guys. So just keep on giving it. We really hope you enjoy this product as well and give us the same kind of feedback. And we just want to keep on improving. Edith, doesn't Jay also have a frame? Yes, it does have a frame. It's a little bit different, and I'll explain. Because Jay is smaller, it's 18 liters instead of 25, plus it doesn't have the 15-liter extension that Joey has. We still use a frame, but it's less robust. It basically, instead of going from the very top until the very bottom, it starts from here and it goes down, and it's just enough to take the weight and the capacity that Jay has, but not overkill. So it also makes Jay much lighter. So Jay, the Codra is only 1.15 kilo. I'm not sure what that is in pounds.
1 point what?
1.15 kilo.
Multiplied by 1.6.
Yeah, that would be the pound, but it's really light for a day pack with a suspension system and an inner load-bearing frame. And the leather is just 100 grams more than that. So, yeah. Jeremy, so the messenger bag somewhere in the future. Jeremy, we're planning a whole line of products in the future, and again, it'll be based on feedback and also our passions. I think you can definitely expect something like a messenger bag in the future. We'll probably add our own little tweaks to it as well. At the moment, this is what we have, Jay, and I mean, works just as good. About 2.5.
No, the opposite.
No. Yeah.
0.6.
Actually, you guys, we can check. You can actually go to the campaign page and scroll down to technical specifications. We have all the sizes in kilos.
How many pounds?
It's 1.15 kilos. We have all the weights in kilos and in pounds. We have all the sizes in centimeters and in inches. Just scroll down, check it out. No worries. Any more questions? Sorry?
2.5 pounds.
2.5 pounds. Jeremy, you're a great question asker. we love that. Any more, guys? Oh, here's another one. Sure. Ezra.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Do I have a question?
Yeah.
When am I getting my bag? How long is it going to take?
That is actually a great question. So, about shipping. That's a good segue, man. That's a good segue. You guys, you didn't ask us about shipping in this video, but I will tell you a little bit about shipping. Number one, we plan to ship it around June. June of 2019, of course. Now, it's really important for me to tell you that we did take some extra time for unexpected things like problems in production or sourcing materials and all that kind of stuff. There are always things that can go wrong along the way and push the date forwards, but we're really certain that won't happen. Another important thing for me to tell you about shipping is that we have EU-friendly shipping, we have US-friendly shipping, and we actually ship for free as well. It means you won't have to pay custom tax, almost 100% sure on all of that, and the shipping is free. So if you're from US or anywhere in Europe, UK, I know Brexit, but it works as well. Australia as well, we ship for free and we're friendly. So no income taxes, maybe VAT, but we have that taken care of. Another thing about shipping, we actually have 4 warehouses situated around the world. One in the US, one in Europe, one in Hong Kong, and one actually in the Middle East. So we have the capacity to ship anywhere in the world. Most places for free, or most places that you guys are from for free as well. We tailor-made it for Kickstarter. So we think you'll be really happy with the shipping. We also, over the last 3 years, learned a ton about how to ship, from where to ship, and what kind of service providers to use. We did make some mistakes in the beginning, and we did have some problems with shipping, but everyone has that as a starting company. And by now, we have a dedicated team taking care of everything to do with shipping. So you probably don't have anything to worry about in that respect. Another important thing is warranty. So we know that most people don't actually offer warranty for products on Kickstarter, even though sometimes when they continue selling it, they do offer warranty. We decided to do it differently because we're so confident in this production. We're actually offering a warranty straight out of Kickstarter. So if you get your backpack and you have any problems to do with production or quality, it will be taken care of. Please read more about it on the campaign page. We have all the info there. And if you have any questions, just ask. Ruslan is asking, is Jay friendly for traveling? For a trolley, for example. Okay, that's a great question. So the simple answer is yes, definitely. Going a little bit more into detail, Jay is a day pack, so it's smaller than Joey. You do have to take that into account. Having said that, I just took a 2-day business trip to Austria, and I took Jay with me, and it was great. For the trolley, what you can do is, because the straps are reinforced on the outside with polypropylene, you can basically put the two straps together, connect them with the sternum strap so that they don't move apart, and then put Jay in its entirety sideways on the trolley. It works really well, and because I showed you before that the sternum strap is really tough, it won't come out, it won't come off unless you specifically use the tab to take it off. It works really well. I don't use trolleys. I just took this bag. I didn't take anything else for the 2 days in Austria. It was a bit cramped, but it worked really well. But if you do need to use it on a trolley, we tested it, and it works fine. It works really well. It basically means taking the sternum strap from one side, connecting it to the other, maybe pulling it closed a little bit, and then putting Jay on the trolley like that. Because Jay is quite small, it works. Okay, any other questions? I'm trying to think if I went through all the details with you guys. We went over the bag, we went over the suspension system, we went over the accessibility, the materials, leather and Codra, shipping, weight, sizes. I think that sort of wraps it up for this live. Let us know if you guys want another live session and what you want to see in that live session, so we can show you the water repellency. I don't know, take it to a shower or something. We can show you us stuffing it with all kinds of different configurations if you want to see that. Just let us know. Kirill, thanks. Really happy to see this comment. We've been working on this bag for a very long time, taking all your feedback into account, and we actually are really happy with it. We do have the final samples for production. They're not prototypes. They're not half finished. They're not even 95% finished. They're 100% finished. This is the version we are going to make in production. So anything you see on this live video, it won't change. The only things that might change will be for the better, and it will only be in consideration with you guys, right? Really good job, guys. Can't wait for it to write. Thanks, Jeremy. Really happy.
Jeremy's the boss.
Jeremy is the boss. Jeremy is also the guy who wrote most on this chat. Really happy to hear it.
We're not counting, but he won.
Okay, thanks, guys. For now, over and out. Let us know in the comments on the campaign or on our Facebook page, or just write directly to info@koalagear.com. Any questions you have, any comments, we're here for you guys. Just let us know. Thank you.